Hello, good day, everybody, and welcome to our Math 9 class. Today, I'm going to make a guide on how to do your performance task number 6. Now, in this chapter, you have an option whether to do performance task 1 or performance task 2. Again, just do one task, whichever you prefer. Option number 1 is a performance task about avenues for estimation, while option number 2 is a performance task on enlarging or reducing a given object. Let me start with performance task number 1. Performance task option number 1 is about the avenues for estimation. Estimation is quite important in finding distances using maps between streets or boulevards, or avenues being represented in maps are not straight lines. Some parts of these streets may be straight, but there are always bends and turns. If you see a sample in the map, you'll see at the bottom part, there's a scale. 1 is to 50, or they say 1 centimeter is equivalent to 50 kilometers. That would mean that for every 1 centimeter drawing in the map, that's equivalent to 50 kilometers in real life or in the real distance. The same is true for the rest of the maps that we see. So check at the bottom, what is the scale? Now here is the given map. This is the given map around the Quezon Memorial Circle, and you'll see common streets like Commonwealth Avenue, and here going to Tandang Sora. If you also bypass here, you will have the University Avenue that's going to the UP campus in Diliman. And inside the campus, we have the Rojas Avenue and the Osmeña Avenue. From the Commonwealth Avenue, before you reach the University Avenue, you can also turn right, and it will lead you to the Carlos P. Garcia Avenue. From the Quezon Memorial Circle, you can also pass going to the Visayas Avenue, then to the Central Avenue. If you see this sample in the map, there is a note at the bottom left, scale. For every this one, it would mean 300 meters. Let us have this excerpt of the map of Quezon City. The map I showed you a while ago is a portion of Quezon City in Philippines. The elliptical road on the map, like this one, the elliptical road, this is the Quezon Memorial Circle. And there are major streets. I told you about the Commonwealth Avenue, the Tandang Sora, the University Avenue, the Carlos P. Garcia Avenue, the Osmeña and Rojas Avenues inside the UP campus, the Central Avenue, and the Visayas Avenue. Notice that the scale used in this map is found in the lowest left-hand corner of the map, this one. You'll see this is the scale used in the map. You can view this map online using the link found on the map. The length of the scale, this one, is equivalent to 300 meters. That would mean for every distance of this in the map, that's equivalent to 300 meters in its real distance. The ratio can be written as 1:300 meters. Now, what are you going to do? Here, using the length of the scale of the map, calibrate a meter of white thread. Use this in estimating the distances of the streets listed on the table shown. So for example, you will measure the distance between the elliptical road around the Quezon Memorial Circle. So you need to have a white thread, measure it around, and then after measuring it around, you need to check using your scale. Sorry. Like how many given like this will you have? For example, this is not very accurate, but I'll show you of this as an example. For example, we're measuring the distance of Rojas Avenue. So I'll get a thread, measure from the start to the end of Rojas Avenue, and I will check with my scale how long. So for example, using this scale, we have an estimate of 300 meters. So the distance of Rojas Avenue is 900 meters. Now you check first here. What is the distance on the map? How long? How many centimeters? This one. Then we will have the actual street distance, the 900 meters. That is for Rojas Avenue. You can do the rest for your performance task number 1. Then after that, you need to answer this question. If you walk 60 meters per minute, how long will it take you to cover the distance around Rojas and Osmeña Avenues inside the UP campus? Now for my example, I'll just talk about the Rojas Avenue. Remember, our Rojas Avenue, our estimate is 900 meters. Now, if we walk at 60 meters per minute, how long will it take us to walk in Rojas Avenue? But again, your question is for Rojas and Osmeña. So we're talking about the time. We have 900 meters, that is for Rojas Avenue, times 60 meters, per minute, right? But since there's meters on top, we need to place the 60 meters down. So it means that for every minute, 1 minute per 60 meters. We solve that. That's going to be 900 times 1. 900 meters times 1 divided by 60. The answer is 15 minutes. It will take me 15 minutes to cover the distance of Rojas Avenue. That ends for PT number 1. Now let me share to you PT number 2. In PT number 2, we are going to enlarge or reduce an object. If you say enlarge, it means you need to make it bigger. If you say reduce, you need to make it smaller. So what materials do you need for this performance task? You need a pen, ruler, bond paper, or you can utilize the bond paper in, in your PT, or if you want to use a graphing paper, no problem. A pencil and eraser. Now our task is to enlarge or to reduce a given picture. Now how are you going to do that? Here's a sample demonstration. We need to machine copy. It means we need to copy the original picture of the elephant. So what they're going to do, with a pencil, you need to enclose the elephant with a rectangle. And using a ruler, you need to divide it equally and also place numbers on each of the space. After doing some unit markers, you can make squares like this. So it looks like your graphing paper, right? Then after that, you need to enlarge it. So for example, if this measures 1 cm by 1 cm, in your next drawing in another paper, you need to make it 2 cm by 2 cm. So for example, the original is this one, 1 cm by 1 cm. But this time, make it double, 2 by 2. Then you make the same boxes or grid that you have in the previous. After drawing it, you need to draw it from box to box. So for example, we start here, right? In this box, 5, 4. In the coordinate 5, 4, you start with this one, then go up. So it means that at 5, 4 here, you go down, then you go up. That's for the elephant's head. So you need to continue your drawing using this one. Again, we work on one box to another box. Then, after finishing your sketch, you need to trace the elephant using the pen to make it a permanent. Then, after drawing them with a pen or any marker will do, you use a rubber eraser to remove all the pencil grid, so no more boxes. In your last one, your output is twice as large as your original picture. Again, you can choose whether to make it smaller or to make it bigger. Here's your turn. You make a copy of the given pictures below. Just choose one. Just choose one picture to draw. You can also choose whether to enlarge it or to reduce it as long as the copy is bigger or smaller than the original picture. To our online students, I have attached a worksheet for you. So please follow the size of the picture that's being there and follow steps 1 to 8. This ends the guide for this performance task, and it's up to you which performance task to choose. Option 1 on avenues for estimation, or option 2 on enlarging or reducing an object. Anyways, both have the same number of points. That's 30 points in all. Thank you and see you again next time.